Hi, this is Nathalie from LineDotArrow from the Netherlands, and I'm here with the second week challenge for the hashtag Books and Botanicals 24 challenges. This is the freebie from the first week. I'm not sure if you can read it, but it's on here, first week freebie. And we created a pocket from a book page. Well, it's not a pocket, it's actually I have different variations, but this one is like so, and then you can put something in here and in here. I made tons of these. I didn't decorate all of them. I just was trying to figure out how it would work. This one is made from music paper. It's also a book page, I think. Well, yes, it is. But this is the final result from last week. Did a lot of sewing. It really gives it a little bit more. The tags are included too, over here and more underneath the banner. And there's a little journal card that is actually a cut-off tag in here. So all the elements you see are in the freebie, except the book pages and the lace and the stamps. So, but this week we're going to do something completely different. Well, not completely different. It's also hashtag Books and Botanicals 24 challenge. These are the week 2 freebies. And I want to create a little tag book. But it's going to take a while. So I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. I will try to do some preparation off camera. But this is the promo sheet. Maybe I should have started with the tags. And I also want to say to you, yours come in a little bit smaller because these are rather big, and I know when you print in the US it's going to cut off the sides. So I made them a little bit smaller. But you have large tags. These are bigger than these. I did it on purpose. You can also layer these, of course, but you can also back them and have 6 elements in your tag book. You can do whatever you want. You can also use like 3. Then we have pockets. You can stack these above each other or on top of each other. Little birdies. I really like these, and you can put them in or put them on a tag or as a single sort of tag and then write on the back. Then I also put in a collage sheet. I really like this one. And then I also have, sorry, it's not supposed to be underneath. This was a misprint and a paper bag. I have 2 little journal cards, and this is a book. This is not the size of the tags. No. Because you see it's a little bit shorter. It had to be shorter because when I did it bigger, this happened. So it's going to be cut off when you print. So I thought, okay, we're not going to do that. If you want to use these on the outside of your tag book, maybe you want that. But yeah, you can't use the spine because, well, you can use a spine. You can make a tag book by gluing them in with hinges. But I really want to use a ring bound thingies. But I thought this can be a tag too. You can even cut this and then put it on front as an embellishment or stick something underneath. So I did put it in. Yeah, these are the freebies. Not as much pages as I had last week, but it's 5 pages. And I'm looking forward to create with these. What I'm going to do, I don't have to back these. This is going to be something. I need to back these for sure. These. So I actually need to cut out 4 pages. That's not a lot. But I have to think about how I'm going to back these and which one I'm going to use. You can also have a book page tag. So if you don't like this, but you want it all covered with book pages, you can cut this as a template and make your own tag from book pages, because we are doing a book page challenge. But I included book pages on the designs too. but you can easily use this to collage with book pages or with fabrics, whatever you want. Yeah, like I said, I think it's going to be a rather long video. I'm going to try and do a lot of stuff off camera, but I think if I want to finish this all in one video, I do need to speed up the process. So maybe it's going to be a big part that you just see me make things high speed. But if you want to see it in slow motion, you can always click on the cartwheel. There's a cartwheel under each YouTube video. I don't know how it works. I'm explaining it. I know it's there, but I'm not sure where it is. Just make sure the sound is off. When you visit a channel, okay, and you watch a video, yeah, there is on the right side a cartwheel. You have different options to make a large screen and everything, and there's a cartwheel. And if you click on the cartwheel, you can select the speed. You can do it slower or faster. So if I'm going to speed up in between these videos, in between pieces, you can slow down if you want to see what I'm doing. So maybe then I'm able to finish the whole project in one video. I'm quickly going to cut things out and back things, and then you will see me back. So I cut out all the elements. I cut out the pockets, folded them, inked them. I have these inked, these cut out and inked, butterfly, not inked, and I have these. Haven't done anything with this one yet. Let me make some room. This is one of the tags that I cut on the top and on the bottom to make it a little bit shorter. I haven't done anything with the journal card yet, and this is just some ledger because I backed all the tags with ledger paper. But what I use is this ring. Probably somebody is going to ask me what the size of the ring is. And it's like 3 centimeters, so you have to change that to 2 inches if you want to know. But these come like this. I also have a smaller set. I have 2 of these and 2 of these, and I saw them and I thought, well, that is handy because usually the rings are a little bit wobbly, and this is connected with a steel bar, so it's all the same. But what I did was, it's very difficult to line up all the holes. That's the biggest problem. This is the spine from the booklet, from the book, the open book. I cut that, and this is the front side or the back side, I don't know, but I use this as the front side. I have this die, and I found that after I already punched the holes. But I glued this on, and this is just a strip of book paper. It's supposed to go on when you cut it, fold it over so the circles line up, but I did it the other way around on this piece. And I backed every tag with ledger paper, and some just have a whole reinforcement. Not all have the book page thingies with this, just a few. And these are all the tags that are included. This is the back side. And I also added, how do you call them? Eyelets. And I need to punch one in a little bit better because it's not set right. Squeeze just a little bit harder. I do want to sew around the tags. That's my next step. But before I did that, I wanted to show you something, what I want to do with the front side. I want to put an eyelet in here so it's attached to this front side. So there's going to be one eyelet in the middle, and it's going to end up over here. So this is already attached. I'm going to put an eyelet in here too. And this is going to be slide in. But I do believe I want to decorate this because, to be honest, I really don't like this. But I thought I'm going to put things over and make sort of a cover thingy. Maybe it's just going to be lace, something like that. It doesn't have to be a big thing. Still debating if I'm going to sew around every tag, by the way. I'm not so sure anymore. Can also be like this. This is a little bit too... Well, let's try the cheesecloth a little. Because I really don't like this piece of the paper. But it was also wonky because it's very hard to line up those holes, even though you have a template. And when I already punched the holes, I found that die that could help me guide punching the holes. So yeah. And if you don't want to use a ring like I do to bind the tag, you can also make a booklet or make hinges or fabric hinged or paper hinged, tape hinged. There are many options to hinge everything together. Just kind of covering up the ugly book paper already. So that's a good thing. Yeah, I can live with this. This is okay. I really didn't like the other book page. I'm also thinking about adding a butterfly over here. And this is just a drop of water I spilled on the book, on the paper, but to be honest, I do like it. I think I will do something like this. And what else do we have? You can also do it like this and have these over here. But I don't know. I really like the butterfly over here, to be honest. Maybe it doesn't need anything on here. Or does it? Well, first let me do the sewing part. I covered up this piece. I do have a bad piece over here, but first let me do some stitching to make it look better. And I also have something over here that I don't like. Well, maybe I'm going to glue this over too. Okay, well, I'm just going to glue it down, and like I said, I'm going to do some sewing. So yeah, I'm going to do the sewing off camera, so you will see me back when I sewed around all the tags. So I sewn around all the pieces. Just doing some inking because when you stitch on paper, the paper is going to be punched, of course, and I'm just making them appear a little bit less. And if you go over them with a bone folder, it's making them a little bit more flat. I'm not sure if I told you. Well, I'm pretty sure I did tell you, but not when I came back with the tags. These are all backed with book pages, and this one you can really see how it punches the paper. Just going to ink a little. So it doesn't show too much. This is the back one. But I backed the tags with book pages, and I have book page rings. So I'm trying to include as many book pages as I can, and also included ledger paper because we also have the Botanical Ledgers kit. I said I wanted to combine these together. Let's put an eyelid in. I'm not sure I will be able to decorate all the elements today. So let's say we are going to create a tag booklet, but mostly the base. And the decoration part, I don't think that is very difficult. I think any one of you can decorate pretty well. But if you never made a tag booklet, it can be challenging. But the best way is to line up all the rings correctly, or the holes, and don't put too much in. I put all the tags in, I know. So I want this on the front, that is for sure. And I want the butterfly to be on here. It does interfere with the tag. It needs to be a little bit higher. And this should be underneath the tag. So it can go in like so. I'm not sure I want to do a lot more with this. Maybe I do need to put these on. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Then I have a few pockets that I want to include. So let's flip this. I'm not going to sew over the pockets. Normally I would sew around everything, but I think if I'm going to sew around the pockets, it's going to be extremely bulky, because the tag is going to lay a little that's flat. So that's why I'm not doing that. I need to do something with the journal cards too, but maybe I'm going to create one tag to go in here. Where are the journal cards? I found the journal cards. I am going to put these on these tags. The only thing problematic is that they are a little bit too long. I'm just going to cut off a strip, and I'm also going to round the corners a little so it's sliding much better into the pocket. I'm going 7. I'm just going to put this on here. I'm just sliding it in like so for now, because this is going to be part of the speed up process. So we have this over here. I'm also thinking these are the cut-ups from the tags, because I had to make them a little bit shorter so did fit the book cover, because that was not as tall. And I was thinking, what if I just do this so it's on here? No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm going to leave it like this. So this is going to be flipped over. I'm not so sure what I'm going to do on this one. I want green on green. And of course you can add laces and stuff if you want to make it a little bit more feminine. That's an option too. I think I'm going to glue this one a little bit higher. Glue on one of the birdies on here, like so. Obviously this one needs to be very short. So it can tuck in here. Yes, that could work. I'm going to merge these together. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on this one. I think these. And I'm going to tuck these in here. Does it need a butterfly? A butterfly, a bird too? I think it does, but it's a little bit too tall. And I also want to add a little bit of lace. Yeah. maybe it is fun to have this. But I'm not sure yet. I have this one over here. I think it's a little bit too long. Yeah. Still too long. Still too long. I'm not sure if the glue will hold. We will see. If it doesn't, I have to use my fabric tag. Just going to put this together. I'm just going to tuck this in here. Oh, I can't. I glued it together. Okay, I'm going to tuck it in here. Why did I do that? That's just dumb. I saved it. I am thinking about adding eyelets on the sides. I'm not sure yet. Just leaving it for now. And I also want to put something in here. Obviously it needs to be a little bit shorter because otherwise it will interfere with this piece. Okay, I have things to work on. I haven't got anything on this. I think I wanted to put one of the portraits on from the vintage people, but this is the part where I'm going to film, but I'm going to speed up the process. So I'm not going to talk and explain what I'm doing. I'm just going to decorate, put the booklet together, and then we are done for today. So this is the end result of my tag book, and I have to say I never made a tag book before. I did make tags, and I believe it was also for a botanical challenge we did with the botanical ledger paper, the first series. We created different tags on a ring. We put them on a ring, one ring. So it wasn't a tag book, it was more like a collection of different tags. I have videos on that too. It's a playlist. I'm not sure what the playlist is called. Probably Botanical Ledgers or something. But I also believe we played bingo during that time. So maybe it's a different name. But I will try to search for it and link it down below if in case you are interested. If I forget to do that, please leave a comment down below so I can do that afterwards anyway. Sometimes I forget stuff, especially when I'm editing and getting challenges in the event and informing the other Facebook groups. But let's quickly go through the tag book we created. I'm so in love with this. Not the system. I do like the system, but the way the tag book is holding up, it's really nice. I do have to switch it a little, otherwise I can't flip. I made a closure. It's just a ribbon, and it's like this. You can take it off completely, so it's not there forever. We have a tag. One of the freebies that I created a little bit shorter, and it slides in here. Belly band sort of thing. Then over here you have writing space. Over here I put one of the vintage people that I have in my Etsy. The sheet with people. Remember to play. I do have to ink the white a little bit because I don't like the white too much. I also have to ink a little bit over here. Forgot to do that. Also going to ink a little bit on here. So we have this one, not a lot going on. Then I made a pocket and merged this onto another tag. And it slides in here. And all the tags have a writing space. This is just embellished with one of the little girls from the Vintage People kit. Another tag I created. I glued the pocket higher so it's over here. I did think of putting something over here, but I'm going to leave it as it is. Then you saw me create these. I glued them onto original tags, cut a little bit around it, and struggling with this ribbon, but it's on, and they tuck in here and flips up, and then you have another tag like so, slides behind this bar, and I sewn this onto the tag, so that's why I needed to cut it smaller, otherwise it didn't fit anymore. I measured before I did the sewing part, but these are sewn into the tag. And we have this little birdie over here. And now we are at the back side. So yeah, this is it. This is my little tag book. And like I said, the process is kind of long, especially the decorating. That's why I did a speed up clip in between where you see me decorate the tags a little bit more. The base was basically cut out the tags, glue it onto book pages to make them sturdy. I left them dry overnight, so this is actually the day after the first part I videoed, because I needed to let them dry. Otherwise, when I'm running them through my sewing machine, it's going to ruin my sewing machine with all the glue. And then I had to punch the holes, which was quite a struggle. And I found the die that could help me a little bit too late after I already punched the holes, because I basically punched holes first with my crocodile, the big bite, but somehow this one is not as big as this one. Not sure if you can see, but this one punches bigger holes than this one, so they didn't fit. That was the issue. So I had to repunch with this one, but obviously you don't punch at the same spot. So I basically I punched a hole, but I needed a little bit more room because the other hole next to it wasn't lined up with the rings too much. So I punched next to it. So it had room to wiggle to make it fit, but it looked awful. But I thought I'm going to add eyelets in and a hole reinforcement, so it's going to work. But then I came across this because I was looking for another die that makes only the rings. And then I saw this and I was thinking, oh, this can go over. And this is exactly the size I needed. I wish I found this die before I started punching, because this is exactly the size, exactly. But yeah, I managed to make it pretty anyway, but it took a long time to make it pretty, and I did that off camera. If you want to join in with the challenges, you can post anything with the freebies. As long as you use the hashtag Books and Botanicals 24, if you use the freebies, it doesn't have to be a tag book. So, and you don't have to make the envelope we did last week. You may, but you don't have to. It's just an inspiration thing. But if you want to just do something else, like do a journal page with these and put tags in and pockets, that's okay too. Basically anything is allowed. The only difference is when you use the freebie with the hashtag, one post is one entry, and that goes in all 5 Facebook groups. And if you use one of the 3 Books and Botanicals kit, Books and Botanical Pastels of Pink Pastels, or the books Bugs and Botanicals, and the book page, the Botanical Ledgers Part 2, and also maybe with the freebies, but you don't have to use the freebies. You may, but as long as one of the kits or all the kits are in, one post is 2 entries, and that goes in all the Facebook groups. And the groups that are participating, joining in this challenge are Savegeart, LineDotArrow, of course, 2 Sister Jam, Sweet Pea Papers, Junk Journal Tutorials, and more. And do I forget one? Savage, LineDotArrow, 2 Sister, Sweet Pea Paper, no, 5. You can post in all 5 groups, and when we do the winners drawing, you can actually win in all those groups. You can only win once in one drawing per group. So if your name pops up in the first spin, your name is going to be taken out in that drawing. But it doesn't mean at the same time you can be a winner in one of the other 4 Facebook groups. It happens. I had a lady that won in 3 groups, 2 ladies actually, and they won like 5 or 6 kits. So it's worth the while to, while you are crafting, enter anyway, and increase your chance of winning prizes. This has to be cut off. But yeah, this is it for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, maybe you want to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, welcome very much, and thank you for being here. Maybe you want to subscribe. If you are a new subscriber already, thank you so much. And yeah, this is it. Stay safe, stay creative, and I hope to see you the next time. Greetings from the Netherlands. Bye bye. Bye.